When two people fall in love, they dream of building a beautiful life together, full of love, laughter, and a family they can cherish forever. Promises are made, and hopes are high. But for former Showbiz couple Marjorie Barretto and Dennis Padilla, that dream didn't quite go as planned. Now, their children find themselves at the center of a very public controversy. Who's really at fault? And who's telling the truth? Over the years, this family's personal struggles have spilled into the public eye, creating a mix of sympathy, backlash, and endless speculation. Hello community, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the ongoing rift between veteran actor Dennis Padilla and his children with former actress and politician Marjorie Barretto, Julia, Claudia, and Leon. In the aftermath of her daughter Claudia'S wedding, Marjorie Barretto broke her silence, revealing a story she had hoped would remain private and joyful. What should have been a peaceful celebration turned into public controversy when Dennis Padilla, Claudia'S father, aired grievances online, disregarding the very conditions he had agreed to prior to the event. Dennis Padilla caused a stir around his daughter Claudia'S wedding by seeking attention and disregarding agreed boundaries. Despite being invited with clear conditions, not to post online or expect to walk her down the aisle, he broke his promise by sharing cryptic posts on social media, sulking during the ceremony, raising his voice, and making the moment about himself. He further disrupted the celebration by sending accusatory texts to Claudia, calling his children during the reception, and asking the next morning if the situation was a setup by her or her mother. His actions, both online and offline, turned what should have been a peaceful family milestone into a public spectacle. In an interview with Ogie Diaz, Marjorie responded to her ex-husband's claims and provided deeper insight into their past relationship. According to Marjorie, Dennis was invited to the wedding by Claudia, but with two specific requests, that he not share any details online and that he respect her choice to walk herself down the aisle. These terms were made clear during a family lunch on March 18, 3 weeks before the wedding, and Dennis had explicitly agreed. To the point that if my children died, he said that Marjorie recalled emotionally, pointing to the gravity of Dennis's promise. She recounted how the meeting with their children, Claudia, Julia, and Leon, initially went well. Julia and Leon even told her they felt hopeful about rebuilding their relationship with their father. Marjorie credited Dennis's mother, who joined the lunch, as a calming and neutral presence. However, despite the positive start, Marjorie said Dennis's behavior soon took a troubling turn. At the wedding, while guests were watching Claudia walk down the aisle, Dennis allegedly sulked over not being asked to escort her. He became visibly upset, pacing and raising his voice, so much so that the children had to ask him to lower it and step outside to calm down. Marjorie explained that Claudia had every right to choose how she wanted to walk, and with whom. The bride has the right to choose who will walk her down the aisle, she said. Claudia had asked her mother to walk her halfway down, a choice Marjorie believes was rooted in their bond and shared journey. I raised my child single-handedly, Dennis, Marjorie said with conviction. I was there for her every day, until the last day of her single life. I did everything for that daughter. I deserved that seat in the front. Marjorie addressed criticisms from Dennis's siblings, Jean and Jennifer Baldovia, who alleged that Dennis's mother was mistreated at the event. Marjorie strongly denied this, stating that Mama Lena was treated with dignity, seated properly, and even assisted down the altar stairs by both her and Dennis. She hugged me. She kissed me. She was happy to see me, Marjorie added. Her eyes were not swollen, contradicting claims that the elderly woman cried in distress. The real problem, Marjorie insisted, was that Dennis made the wedding about himself, from posting cryptic messages online before the reception, to sending accusatory texts to Claudia, and calling his children during the celebration. By 6 a.m. the next morning, he messaged Claudia, asking, "Who's behind this, Chloe? Is it you or your mom?" Imagine that, Marjorie said, frustrated. My kids were being terrorized. She stressed that Dennis was not excluded. He had photos with Claudia, with his children, and with his own mother. But his actions, both at the wedding and online, painted a different picture, one of attention-seeking and misplaced resentment. Marjorie also took the opportunity to speak on a deeper, more painful truth, the trauma she endured during her relationship with Dennis. She revealed that when she left him 18 years ago, it was after years of suffering verbal, physical, and financial abuse. His verbal abuse was worse than the physical, she said. He would curse, and you wouldn't even know where it was coming from. I would take the beating any time, but never for my kids to feel that. Marjorie also alleged that Dennis was physically abusive towards her before they separated. She revealed that the most severe incident occurred when he hit her so violently while Julia was an infant that she lost an eardrum. As a result, she required surgery to have it replaced. Despite this, Marjorie emphasized that she never prevented Dennis from seeing their children. Despite the pain, Marjorie said she never tried to turn the children against their father. I don't need to brainwash my children. Dennis is doing a good job hurting them himself, she said. I'm the one who calms them down. I help with the healing. She added that her children have chosen silence, not because they don't care, but because they are exhausted. It's an eerie kind of silence. It's a surrender kind of silence. While Claudia and Leon have never spoken ill of their father publicly, Julia has acknowledged the long-standing strain in their relationship. Marjorie revealed that even simple gestures from the kids, like sending food on Father's Day or greeting Dennis on his birthday, were often met with anger or indifference. Over and over, my children get hurt. Marjorie also took a firm stand against what she called Dennis's use of emotional blackmail, constantly referencing his age and mortality to guilt the children. Not everyone dies from old age, she said. God forbid, one of my kids passes first. Will he be able to forgive himself? Choking back frustration, she admitted, I can protect my children from everybody, but I can't protect them from their father. Toward the end, Marjorie shared a powerful reflection, one she now tells her children, and a piece of advice to all single women: when you choose your future partner, don't ignore red flags. Because that man will be the future father of your children. She continued, if you see bad temper, don't marry him. Because the one he will hit, the one he will shout at, the one he will speak to in painful words, it won't be you, but your children. With visible regret, she once told her children, I had the luxury to leave your father. But my children are stuck with him for life. In the end, what was meant to be a moment of unity and love became yet another chapter in a long, painful family saga. While the public may never fully know the entire truth behind closed doors, one thing remains clear: children should never have to choose sides or carry the emotional weight of their parents' unresolved wounds. If there's one lesson to take from this, it's that healing begins with accountability, respect, and choosing peace over pride. So, what do you think, community? In a story where love turned into years of pain, who really holds the truth, Marjorie, Dennis, or the silent voices of their children? Were Claudia'S wedding boundaries fair, or did Dennis have a right to feel hurt? This story sparked a lot of emotions. We'd love to hear your take. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real stories behind the headlines. Until next time, stay kind, stay real, and remember, not all wounds are visible, and not all truths are loud. This is Chale of Chale Dell Entertainment.